A king's forbidden lust, a brutal murder, and a prophet's damning curse. These Bible stories aren't what you think. They expose the raw consequences of losing control, proving that even those closest to God faced unimaginable temptations. And these scandalous tales unlock the secrets to your own self-control? Many of us struggle with self-control. The Bible, filled with stories of faith and temptation, provides valuable lessons. Let's explore some examples where individuals faced critical choices, highlighting the importance of discipline. Consider Adam and Eve. In the Garden of Eden, they were given one commandment: to not eat from the tree of knowledge. Temptation, personified by the devil, led to their disobedience. The lesson here is about resisting immediate gratification for long-term righteousness. Their lack of self-control had huge consequences, introducing sin and suffering into the world. Then there's Noah. After the flood, he planted a vineyard and became drunk, leading to a shameful situation with his sons. This story is a reminder that even after great trials and displays of faith, we're still vulnerable to lapses in judgment and the need for moderation. Abraham's impatience also teaches a lesson. God promised him a son, but Sarah, in her lack of self-control, suggested Hagar as a surrogate. This decision created conflict and had long-lasting effects, illustrating the importance of trusting God's timing, even when it's difficult. Moses, leading the Israelites, lost his temper and struck a rock to get water, disobeying God's specific instructions. This act of disobedience, a failure of self-control, prevented him from entering the promised land. It shows us that even great leaders must maintain self-control and obedience to God. David's story is particularly striking. He succumbed to lust with Bathsheba and then orchestrated the murder of her husband, Uriah. This is a powerful example of how a single lack of restraint can lead to a cascade of sin and devastating consequences. David's repentance and God's forgiveness highlight the importance of acknowledging our failures and seeking redemption. Solomon, known for his wisdom, ultimately lost his way due to his many wives, who led him to worship other gods. His lack of self-control regarding his desires weakened his devotion to God and divided his kingdom. Even the Apostle Peter, one of Jesus' closest disciples, denied knowing Jesus 3 times out of fear. This demonstrates that even those who walk closely with God can falter and lose control in moments of pressure. Finally, the story of the prodigal son illustrates the consequences of unrestrained indulgence. He squandered his inheritance and suffered greatly. His eventual return and repentance show the possibility of redemption and a renewed commitment to self-control. These stories, while diverse, share a common thread: the importance of self-control in maintaining righteousness, avoiding sin, and fulfilling God's purpose for our lives. They serve as both warnings and encouragement, reminding us that we are all capable of both great faith and terrible mistakes. The key is to acknowledge our weaknesses, seek God's help, and strive for discipline in all areas of our lives. However, many nuances within these biblical narratives remain open for interpretation and further study. For instance, how does societal pressure influence individual self-control as depicted in these stories? This question and others like it merit further exploration. If you found these insights helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content exploring faith, self-control, and the wisdom found in the Bible.